Okay, next up is Matt Conant. Wow, I just don't know how to pronounce your last name because it's not that important, right? First off, Matt, I gotta say, how the hell are you gonna follow that atrocity? Come on, I want to see you try, actually.
So I have to come clean. I didn't actually write much of a speech because I started to, and then I saw I was on after Keith Apicary, and I figured the whole stage, like this whole area, wouldn't be standing anymore. And this whole region would just be police and fire officials by this point, cleaning up the wreckage. So I'll get to the point. James, everyone on this stage has two things in common. One, they all love you. Two, they all ripped off your idea. So here we are, a bunch of nerds gathered at a convention to make fun of another nerd who makes fun of 30-year-old video games. To paraphrase Winston Churchill, never have so many wasted so much time on so little. So can we actually get a hand for Justin Silverman? He's done a ton to organize this event. And his reward is having everybody call him a fat fuck all night. But you know, they actually asked me to host this party before they asked Justin Silverman. It's true. But I did some research and I found that I was actually the fourth one asked. But I discovered that the first, second, and third choices had all been mysteriously eaten. You think that Pat and Craig and Doug Walker were all just too busy or too broke to make it out here? No, all eaten. This was not only their tribute to James, it was as close as any of them will get to a eulogy. Rest in peace, my friends. The only reason I'm still here is that when James and I worked on his film Blobtown about the blob, James educated me that the best defense is CO2, so I have packed my car full of fire extinguishers on the way here, just in case. Watching you, Justin. I'm pretty sure Justin's dyslexic as well. I've seen him try to write the word cinemassacre at least 5 times throughout this process. Every time it's wrong in a slightly different way. One time he spelled it like Cinemascara, which is coincidentally the name of Pat the NES Punk's company. Really, what's up with that dude's eyes? I love Pat, but he wears more eye makeup than Richard from Lost. Once Justin wrote Cinema Scare, which was as close as he ever got. One time he wrote it like 2 N's, and it came out looking suspiciously like Cinnabun. I think we all know his brain betrayed him at that moment. So I was in Overanalyzers with James. All 4 people who watched that might recognize me. I was the guy who wasn't Mike Matei, and who wasn't that Russian chick or that Mexican guy. So I was able to put in my 2 cents in most episodes during the 4 seconds when Mike Matei would shut his fucking trap about Pee Wee Herman. Trust me, I edited the episodes. It was a total of 4 seconds. Even the episodes that weren't about Pee Wee Herman would have been had the editing been left to Mike Matei. So you guys may call Steph and me coattail riders. What this basically means is when James calls and says, "Hey, Matt and Steph, you want to work on a project?" we say, "How can we help?" When James calls, say, Newt Wallen, Newt says, "Nothing, because that has never fucking happened." I guarantee James Rolfe didn't know who any of you assholes were until an hour ago, and he was happier that way. Noah Houlihan, I have no idea who you are, but you seem like a nice guy. +2 comedy, -2 recognition. Brental Floss, I love Brental Floss. He is a wonderful human being, but I have to say, how long did you spend coming up with that name? What's the grossest thing my name kinda sounds like? I want nerds to think of me when they're cleaning Doritos crumbs out of their cavity-filled jaws. And by the way, every time I try to type Doug Walker on my phone, it autocorrects to Dog Walker. The only explanation for this, my phone can actually see 2 years into the future. Like when I try to write Stuttering Craig, it just brings up a Google image search of perforated colons. So, I'm sorry, I swore I'd be the only one not making anal sex jokes, and I lied. James Rolfe, I love you, man. Don't ever change and don't ever stop doing your thing, even if that thing is video games plus fecal matter. Tonight is proof that if you ever did stop, there would be a ton of disappointed fans and a stage full of hacks waiting to jump in your grave. Thank you.